Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here in Barcelona and also online from all around the world. My name is Ruiz de Cossío. I am the coordinator of the CREACT4MED project, and I'm truly delighted to welcome you all to this today conference on the CREACT4MED project. So this conference is titled Unleashing the Full Potential of the Cultural and Creative Industries in the Southern Mediterranean, and it aims to build on the progress achieved on the project so far, to provide a space for high-level debates and discussions on the key elements to create an enabling ecosystem for the cultural and creative industries in the Southern Mediterranean and to fortify the foundations for a solid Mediterranean CCI hub. So I would like to, can we pass the slide, please? Okay. So I would like to thank, first of all, Professor Rima Yadi and the Ambassador of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Slovenia, Veronica Stavej, for these welcoming words. Thank you very much. This is the agenda for our conference that we will be having these 2 days. So today we have 4 different sessions. The first 2 sessions during the morning will focus on the achievements of the project, and also we set the goals for the next 2 years of implementation. Then in the afternoon, we have 2 panels. The first one is moderated by Mr. Ruiz de Cossío, the Managing Director of the European Institute of the Mediterranean, and it will focus on the key programs in the region and also all around the world to support creative entrepreneurs. And the second panel will be moderated by Mr. Luka Piskarik, who is the founder and managing director of the Polygon Creative Center, and it will focus on the key challenges and opportunities for developing these innovative hubs. Then tomorrow, we will have a keynote session by Mrs. Seda Roder, who is the founder and CEO of the Somnophilia Foundation. And she will debate about the main benefits of culture and creativity, not only in terms of economic value, but especially in terms of the social impact. Then we will have a session with a very varied panel of speakers, of experts working in finance in the cultural and creative industries, where we will talk about the main perspectives in terms of financial models for the cultural and creative industries. Finally, in the afternoon, we will have a session moderated also by Mr. Luka Piskarik, which will bring together creative hubs from North Africa, Middle East, and Europe, and will provide a space for them to share on the knowledge that they have obtained with the implementation of their programs, also to identify synergy opportunities and collaboration opportunities among them, and to discuss which are the key elements for building these enabling ecosystems on the cultural and creative industries. So for this first panel of all, I'm very happy to welcome my colleagues of the CREACT4MED consortium, Mrs. Maria de la Cora, who has joined us online, also Julia Di Monopoli, who is here with us today in Barcelona, and Yeganeh Forouheshfar. They will be presenting the main developments of the project in terms of the mapping activity, the training activity, and the supplementary activity, and also the advocacy and engagement of the project. So I will just start with a brief presentation of the CREACT4MED project. CREACT4MED is a project funded by the European Union through the European program, which aims to strengthen businesses within the cultural and creative industries by providing business support organizations and entrepreneurs with a full range of services, with a final aim to establish these flourishing CCI ecosystems in the region. So the 3.
I don't know why the sound just went down, so try this.
Okay, is it better now? Okay, great. So the 3 specific goals of the project are, in the first place, to boost CCI entrepreneurship in the Southern Mediterranean, increasing the capacity of the cultural and creative industries to attract investment, to create jobs, and to foster inclusive, sustainable growth. Secondly, to empower current and potential entrepreneurs, in particular young people and women, in order to start or grow new businesses. And we'll do that through the implementation of tailored training and financing programs for them. And finally, the final goal of the project is to establish a regional CCI hub, which brings together actors from North Africa, Middle East, and Europe, and strengthens the connections and collaboration opportunities among them. So in order to achieve these goals, the project is following the following roadmap. It is structured around 4 main pillars. In the first place, we have the mapping activity, which started with the beginning of the project in 2020. In this activity, we established a group of technical experts from each of the target countries, and we developed a series of country reports which are already published on the website of CREACT4MED, and they detail they give some details about the economic significance and also the social significance of the cultural and creative industries in the Southern Mediterranean. We have also prepared a data repository, which will actually be presented today for the first time by our colleague Yeganeh Forouheshfar. We also launched a call for best practices. This call will be launched every year until the end of the project. And by the end of the project, we expect to collect at least 80 of these best practices. And we're also working on the preparation of a series of policy papers and also policy dialogues to really discuss how to enhance the creation of these ecosystems. Then for the second pillar of the project is the training activity. It is led by our colleagues from the Institute of Entrepreneurship Development. In this activity, we have already implemented the first cycle of the training academy with more than 40 trainees completing all the contents. The incubators that are collaborating with us as local partners who are here with us today, most of them have also started implementing some of the personalized incubation services for entrepreneurs. And finally, this year, we will also, next year in 2023, we will hold the summer school for the entrepreneurs. Then the third pillar of the project is the subgranting of both business support organizations and entrepreneurs. The project aims to provide funding to 24 entrepreneurs so they can implement their projects on innovation, internationalization, and also to enhance the social impact of their projects. Also, we are providing funding to 6 business support organizations for the implementation of incubation programs and to at least 4 more business support organizations for the implementation of new regional initiatives. Then for the remaining 2 years of the project, the main pillars will be, first of all, the implementation of all these funded projects. In total, we will have 24 funded projects that will be working on this innovation, digitalization, social inclusion, and internationalization. We will also be implementing the incubation programs from the incubators, and we will also have the initiatives for local and regional cooperation. And the second pillar for the upcoming years will be the MED CCI Hub, the building of this Mediterranean CCI Hub. For this, we will implement several networking initiatives and matchmaking initiatives, bringing together key actors from the ecosystems, both in North Africa, Middle East, and in Europe. And we will also keep on having these annual conferences every year. This is the second one we have. And we also are working on the community building platform, which has more than 500 players engaged already. Finally, regarding the expected impact of the project, we divide this impact into 3 main aspects. So first of all, it would be the enhanced employment and entrepreneurship environment in the cultural and creative industries. Here, the main aim is to enhance the awareness about the potential of CCI to create sustainable growth. We aim to engage in the project more than 300 actors, 90 initiatives, and 80 best practices. Also, we will implement, we have implemented more than 20, and we will implement more than 30 consultation and dialogue events. And finally, we also will involve more than 150 players in these consultations and dialogues. Regarding the second pillar of the impact, it would be the new initiatives that will be supported through the project. We intend to create more than 16 new employment opportunities for young people and women from the region. We will train more than 240 entrepreneurs on key topics of cultural and creative entrepreneurship. Also, 24 business proposals will be granted, as I already mentioned, 6 incubation programs, and also 4 regional CCI initiatives. Finally, with regards to the increased sustainability and interconnectivity of these artistic initiatives, projects, NGOs, and MSMEs, we already have more than 500 members in the community, and we expect this number to continue growing, of course, for the next 2 years. We will implement more than 15 networking opportunities in the upcoming 2 years, which will lead to having more than 50 B2B meetings and to signing at least 12 business agreements among them. So thank you very much for this. Without further ado, I am very happy to invite my colleagues, Julia Di Monopoli, Yeganeh Forouheshfar here on stage, and also we have Maria de la Coura connected online. Yeganeh will start by presenting the main achievements in terms of the mapping activity and also the data repository. So Yeganeh, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much for the introduction and having me. I think, yes. I have some slides, if you can have them on, please. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So I'm going to be very brief and present our achievements in terms of the mapping activity. So I'm Yeganeh Forouheshfar. I'm a researcher at EMEA, and I'm responsible for the mapping of the CREACT4MED project. So I'm going to first of all show some progress we had in 2022 and our upcoming activities in 2023. So first of all, we had these country reports of culture and creative industries, the salient features of culture and creative industries in the target countries. 3 of them was published last year for Lebanon, Tunisia, and Egypt, and 3 they were published this year for Jordan, Morocco, and Palestine. The main structure of the country reports is that we have a general overview of CCI, and then we have actors, initiatives, also challenges and opportunities for CCI, and then we end up with having some policy recommendations tailor-made for each country. So the input is coming from the technical expert group that we have set for this project. And I really encourage you to go to our website. There you can download them, and it's available under the resources tab. This year and today, I'm very glad and happy to launch the data CREACT4MED CCI Data Observatory. So this is the main structure of the observatory. It's available online. You can go to the CREACT4MED website, and then on the resources, you have the observatory where we have different tabs, regional perspective and by country. So the main structure of the data observatory is this. Actually, we have 2 main pillars. The first one is contribution of CCI to the economy. So in terms of job creation, added value, and also most importantly, exports and imports, because we had great quality data there. And then CCI enablers. So what helps the CCI ecosystem thrive in one country? We focus mainly in this version of the dashboard on cultural infrastructure, and also on ITC, everything digital access, because digitalization is a very important and crucial figure for all the creative industries, because the industries are moving forward and they are changing a lot, and they are moving inside this digital world and with the digital transition. And then we have everything presented by country. So this is a short video. I don't know if I do it. Yes. So once you go to the website, you go to the resources, you have the observatory, then you can move down. We have our definition of culture and creative industries. And then here we have the structure, so you can click on them to have by countries, by enablers. Sorry, move a bit fast on this video, but you can go and visit it. It's already available online. All figures are very interactive. You can select a state, a country. You can download the data, and you have the sources all at the bottom. And then we have by sector and then by country. For instance, now I'm going to click on Egypt, and then you're going to have the Egypt page presented. So here you can click on different pillars and see. So the 3rd pillar is actually by sectoral perspective. So in terms of jobs, added value, import, exports, and infrastructure. So we have ICT, and we have 3 different pillars. Sorry, I moved a bit too fast. And then we have like media industry. It depends for one of the each country based on the sectors that are very interesting. And so the observatory is a work in progress. This is the first version, and we think that mapping is a continuous activity. So we will continue to feed the observatory as we move on with the project and as we obtain new data and relative information. So for the upcoming activities for this year, we're going to have the remaining 2 country reports and also a CCI policy paper. And so as I said, the observatory is going to be updated regularly. And we are having this social dialogue activity, which is organized by BusinessMed. I'm going to present it very briefly. So the social dialogue, actually probably I put myself here so you see it better. We have 3 seminars organized. The main topics are sustainable jobs creation in CCI, financial landscape in CCI, and protection and internationalization of CCI. In each of the seminars, we're going to have 3 different panels because we think that different subsectors sometimes vary a lot from one another. So we're going to have arts and cultures, media and design, and we're going to have main stakeholders and policymakers in these sessions. And the final output would be a concrete and practical action plan to create a stronger foundation for CCI and strengthen the ecosystem. I'm going to end my presentation with a few final remarks. I just want to again highlight, as Rim mentioned at the beginning of the session, culture and creative industries, they create jobs. They are very important for the economy, but not just that. They are a very important social pillar, and they should not be neglected. And we need to invest in social and culture and creative industries. So there is this need to mainstream these industries within the SouthMed region, because the potential of it is very underestimated, both at the public level and at the individual level. Young people in the SouthMed, normally they don't perceive working in a culture and creative industries as a good career path, I would say. So it is important to mainstream and work on that mentality to change. And in the mapping exercise, what was the biggest challenge for us was to find the good, reliable data at country level, which is, if you have looked at it, you know, when you get a chance to look at the observatory, sometimes data is coming from different resources. There are bits and pieces for different subsectors. We need to collect data and monitor the culture and creative industries in order to mainstream it. And in order to show it, it is important. So we need to monitor, and in order to monitor, we need to have a definition. So this is key, to adopt a national definition for CCI to be able to collect data and to be able to show how important it is. And that would be our first step to build the ecosystem, which allows culture and creative industries to thrive, and in order to bring different stakeholders together, because lack of coordination is one of the main challenges we also observe in these industries. Thank you so much. So that's all.
Thank you very much, Yeganeh, for this presentation on the achievements of the mapping activity. So now I'm very happy to welcome on screen Maria Daracoura, who is the program manager at the the Institute of Entrepreneurship Development in Greece, who are in charge of the training activity.
Good morning,
so if we can have them on screen. Hi, Maria.
Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to be part of the CREACT4MED project on behalf of ID, one of the project partners, who is responsible for the development of the training program. I will share my screen. I'm not able to share my screen because your screen is still on. Great. Can you see my screen now?
Not yet. Yeah. Yeah, we are seeing the screen of Maria. Yeah. We can see your screen. Yeah, Maria, you can start. Thank you.
Great. The overall aim of the CREACT4MED training program is the contribution to the growth of cultural and creative entrepreneurship in the Mediterranean, and also to the realization of sustainable economic development in the region.
Hi, Maria, could you put the presentation on full screen, please? Because it's not full screen right now.
No.
F5 for the full screen. Yeah.
Yes, I have it. Can you see it in full screen?
We still don't see it on full screen.
Not yet.
Otherwise, we can share the presentation and you just let us know when
Yeah.
you need us to pass the slides.
Yes, of course. You can share it.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we will share it from here.
Mhm.
Thanks, Maria. She did.
Great. The material that it has been developed is available on EEL's Online Academy, and in total it comprises 66 learning hours. 46 of them are with asynchronous learning on the Online Academy, and 20 of them were launched through synchronous sessions with the help of some experts that were involved in the training program, along with some webinars. Can we go to the next slide? The methodology that has been developed, it had the aim to assist persons that are involved in the CCI sector to start their own business. It had the initial thought that people will be able, through the CREACT4MED training program, to launch their idea into a real feasible business plan. For this reason, the three first modules are more theoretical. The first one is the CCI sector insights, following by business basics and the ideation, which provide basic knowledge on the terms of CCI sector, and also with a mapping that it was done in the first work package of the project in each of the countries that participate in the project, the business basics with some basic information on the business environment, and also in the ideation phase, which basically helps entrepreneurs to understand how an idea can be feasible into a business idea and also in the market. Following the module 4, 5, and 6, concept design, company formation, and marketing, help entrepreneurs to start the creation and development of their business model canvas. Through those modules, trainees will acquire knowledge on the specific blocks of the business model canvas, and also how to structure their idea based on the business needs. Finally, on the last module, the growth stage, trainees have the opportunity to prepare their business pitch. By the end of those modules, 2 more modules have been developed. The module 8 is about internationalization, how a company, a market can broaden and extend their market in an international level. And finally, a bonus module on grant management training. Following, there is a video where you can see exactly the way that the training material is uploaded in EEL's Academy. You can enroll for free in the training program. The registration is easy. You can find the link of the training program here, but also it is available in the website of the CREACT4MED training program. Once you enter for first time in the platform, you need to register yourself. You just need to enter your name, email, and the password, and to accept the terms of conditions, and then you just can continue with login, for example, as I did now for my account. Then the trainee will be able to start their learning journey by filling out a pre-assessment survey. Sorry if the video is quite fast. The pre-assessment survey aims to test and map the knowledge of the practitioner prior the start of the training program. And here you can find the list of all the modules that have been developed within the program. Along with the extra modules that it has been developed. By clicking each one of the training modules, you can find more detailed content that it has been included and developed, along with some self-evaluations and activities. All the material is developed with video lectures, and you can find the material in the English version. Moreover, PDF versions of all modules have been developed. Here you can find the detailed contents of the module, and also you can download the PDF for further reading, following for the whole module as it is presented here. You can find the entire content of the video lecture in a PDF version so that you can extend and devote more time based on the personal needs of each one. Self-evaluations have been developed also and are available in the platform to test the knowledge, along with some bonus material related to the content of each module each time. Following the business basics module is available, where the basic terms and knowledge on the entrepreneurial aspect are available, along with some exercises to improve knowledge on business basic, and also the business ideas have follow a similar process, along with some activities. Module 4, Concept Design, aims to introduce practitioners to the creation and the basic terms of business model canvas, and also to start by finding out some blocks of the business model canvas in order to start filling it out. A template is available so that all trainees will use the same template. Proceeding to module 5, we go to business financial. It aims to provide some an understanding on the way that one can found their business idea, and aims to cover the blocks of the canvas related to financial. Module 7 is about the preparation of the business pitch. And sorry, I forgot module 6 about the marketing aspect of the business model canvas. And module 7, the preparation of the business pitch. Following is module 8, the internationalization. And you can find all the examples and templates that are available through the training content. You can have different exercises, activities, and worksheets that are interactive, and you can fill them out. And later we are going to grade them, and then fill the post-assessment survey. Here you can find the list of learners that are available, and also a section of forum that you can type your questions in case you have any. Following. We have completed the first training cycle. In general, the first training cycle took place within May and July of 2022. In total, we have received 377 applications from the countries as presented in the graph below, and 84 trainees managed to complete the overall 66 hours of training in the first cycle. We are going to proceed now with the second training cycle that is going to take place within 2023, and a new call for trainees will be launched. Yes. In general, the feedback that we have received from the trainees through the first cycle as a sum up is that it was very relevant to their needs and helped them with acquiring new knowledge on the CCI sector and the business environment, and also to develop new skills related to that field. Of course, one of the feedback that we are going also to include in the following training is the launch of the training material also in Arabic and French, in order to help trainees to be more to follow more easy the training program. Last but not least, the trainers that has helped us during the launch of the training material was very helpful to us, because through their expertise on the field, managed to provide to trainees during the synchronous sessions real-life examples and more guidance on the way that they can start their entrepreneurial journey. All the material is available in the CREACT4MED training program and EED's online academy, and you can feel free to enroll yourself in the platform with a free registration and follow up the training program that it has been developed.
Thank you very much, Maria, for this very comprehensive presentation of the training contents and also the methodology and the different results that we obtained. I would just like to mention that today, in the next session, we will also learn more about incubation programs that our local partners from the region are implementing, and also just mention that next year we will also have this summer school where all the sub-grant beneficiaries will be invited together with a cohort of experts, both from Europe and from Africa, from Middle East, and from all around the world. So yeah, these are the two other activities within the training pillar that we will be holding next year. So now, without further ado, I'm very happy to welcome Giulia Di Monopoli, who will present us the role of EMEA in the project and the main events that we will be having the next year. So the screen is yours.
Thank you, Maria. So as Maria introduced me, I'm Giulia Di Monopoli. I'm glad to be here today with you. I thank our speakers and our invitees that could make it today here to Barcelona, and also the other speakers and attendees that are connecting with us online. So I'm here today representing the European Institute of the Mediterranean, which is part of the consortium of the CREACT4MED project. The European Institute of the Mediterranean, known for its acronym EMEA, is a consortium funded by Generalitat de Catalunya, the Barcelona City Council, and also the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Spain. So since our foundation in 1989, we are committed to foster dialogue and research and cooperation among Europe and the Mediterranean. We do so with different activities. We define ourselves a think and do tank because we produce knowledge, we investigate on trending topics in the area, but then we are also promoting networks, events, and committed in working with the European project to reach our goal of a more stable and connected Mediterranean region. So as I said, the EMEA is part of the project consortium of the CREACT4MED project, and we have a pretty transversal role inside the project because we collaborated with our project partners, with our local partners throughout the different activities. For example, also the training activities that my colleague Maria Dalla Cora just presented. So we have this transversal role that encompasses the different activities of the project, mainly because we are responsible for the organization of the different types of events that are foreseen in the activity plan of the project. So the events that we organized and we still are going to organize throughout the duration of the project have different targets in terms of both speakers and audience. So as Maria Dalla Cora presented, we are committed to this training academy in the framework of the project. And trainees that are attending the training academy will also have further formation. We acquire further skills thanks to our regional alumni networks event that will take the format of technical webinars where we are going to invite CCI experts and stakeholders of the sector, so to give further skills to the young entrepreneurs from the Mediterranean area that want to approach the CCI sector. I'm also glad to present the EU Southern Neighborhood Regional Dialogue events because we are going to have the first one of this kind of events actually tomorrow here in Barcelona with our local partners, with the support of our co-organizer Creative Forum Slovenia and the Ministry of Slovenian Affairs, Slovenian Foreign Affairs. What we are going to organize is this in-present workshop where creative hubs from both shores of the Mediterranean are going to connect, are going to share best practices, talk about challenges and solutions in order to create this network, this strong cooperation between the two shores of the Mediterranean that can strengthen the CCI sector all over the region. These events are mainly targeting creative hubs, incubators, and also entrepreneurs, and have this final goal of strengthening this community that we are building around the CREACT4MED project. We are going to collaborate with other partners from the region to organize what we call the Med CCI Hub events, which are more focused on the B2B interaction to the business cooperation among the stakeholders of the sector, in particular startups, MSMEs, and investors. This kind of events has the aim to guarantee and to facilitate the access to opportunities and finance for entrepreneurs of the CCI sector in the Mediterranean region, with a specific focus on young people, meaning people up to 35 years old, and also, of course, women, which are two transversal targets that we are addressing in all the activities of the CREACT4MED project. So the aim of all these events, as I said, is to create this community, to create a network of people that can exchange ideas, that can share goals and strategies to build these strong cultural and creative industry sectors where the North and Southern Mediterranean are connected and collaborated together with international institutions as well, to create this regional cooperation that will eventually lead to job creation and to new opportunities and new financing for people that want to access this sector in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of skills, and in terms of connection, which we think really makes the difference to build a strong CCI sector. So beside the organization of the event, the EMEA is also part of the subgranting scheme of the CREACT4MED project. This is specifically, it's implemented through different committees that manage the also granting scheme process. And EMEA is both part of the subgrant managing committee and technical assistance teams, which means that we are basically committed to the whole process, since the planning of the activities, since the actual draft of our call for subgrants, as Maria introduced, both for business support organizations and medium and small and micro enterprises. And then that more practically, let's say, we are also supporting the subgrantees, both the BSOs and the MSMEs, in actually managing their subgrants. For example, as part of the training academy of the CREACT4MED project, the EMEA also produced a module on grant management, which is specifically aimed at helping the subgrantees and also the other members of the CREACT4MED network to manage our grants specifically, but also other European grants. So generating this knowledge that can facilitate access to finance and implementation of projects that that just starts, that need this push, this seed fundings for entering the market. So we do this together with other project partners, together with EMEA, the lead coordinator of the project, and also Restart Tunisia. And then we have this really valuable and precious support of our local partners, the selected business support organizations that are working in our target countries that are in constant contact with the subgrantees, with the entrepreneurs, the startups that we founded through our calls, and that help us strengthening this connection, also reaching our target countries and creating an impact on the field. So without any further explanation, I invite you to join our community. You can go to the website of the project. We also have this online platform. This is a really important tool because we are collecting there the profiles and the experiences of the members of our network all over the Mediterranean region. So I thank you for your attention, and I pass the floor again to Maria. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Julia, for this also comprehensive explanation of the different events and the role of the EMEA in both the advocacy engagement and in the subgranting activities. Thank you very much. I want to thank all the project partners of the project today here. We don't have Business Med, but also very thankful to them for their work on the social dialogues. EMEA, EED, everyone, Red Star Tunisia. So thank you all for the job.